Okay, click that button, that comes up, says I'm live, dismiss that. Quota warning, dismiss that. Okay. Hey, am I live? I must be. Welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching another Volcano Eruption live stream. Welcome to everyone, and glad to have you all on board. Finished eating my cookies, so now I can get at it here. And yeah, we will talk about cookies in a minute. With yeah, well, you know who got in here first. I don't need to mention who he is, but I'm still wondering how he got out of all that fish netting and duct tape and everything else they put on him. Anyway, welcome everyone, and before we get going here, just a gentle reminder, take a look at your chat box. Make sure it says top chat or live chat at the top of it. If it happens to say top chat replay or live chat replay, that means the stream is over and everyone has gone home and you're actually watching the replay. We definitely don't mind people watching the replay. But just be aware that you cannot make comments in the chat box and be interactive with those people because they're probably not there anymore. But you can still make regular comments down below without any issue, and we will try to respond to as many as we can doing our thing. So anyhow, getting that out of the way, first off, welcome to my moderators. I did see Arizona Snowman and Paul Zilla, and Bob CND Boy is here as well. So welcome to you guys, and of course the one that is missing, or MIA, if you want to call it that, is our wonderful Piggy. And I did see that she was on at about my lunchtime, although I was driving on the highway, so could not respond. But she was on today. She's sore and everything, but she's going to be home on Sunday, so that will be good. And we hope that she has a good recovery period from now till then, and hopefully it's not going to be too painful. As far as views right now, what we're seeing of the volcano, of course, is this view of the lava flow destroying some more buildings, and these are the buildings that are kind of in between the two lava flows, from what I understand. In the foreground here you would have probably, what is it? It wouldn't be Todoki, it'd be Mount La Laguna over on the left-hand side. So that would be over there somewhere where that arrow is pointing. And the area that is being affected right now, of course, is this. And we can back that up a little bit later and have another look at it and see how the fire got going. But that's not what we want to talk about just yet today. So I think I'm going to wait a couple minutes before we get into things. And I do want to say hello to all our wonderful people in the channel already, or in the stream. And I see they're packing in like crazy. 101 of you in here already, which is fantastic. So let me get going and start saying hello to a few of you. Shellington Sea Otter, welcome back. One Fish is here. Linda Schoof, also here. Yeah, more homes, and unfortunately it's nothing we can control, Linda. Colin Taylor also here. Christopher oh boy, Tretrag. Tretrag? Oh, that's a tough one there. But anyway, welcome. Did I say Kate already? I might have Anyway, let's see. Trying to go up here and see who else. Tina Sassy, of course. Pepper 4050. Colin Deadman. Glena Trilio. I hope I got it right. And good morning to you. And it is evening here, so no worries. Frosty username also in the house. Hans Wilbury made it back. Banana Puss is here. Rebecca Patterson, Juliet, Dominic, Sharon Stewart made it back as well. Going through them a little quicker here. Sandra Rockland also here. And going up a little bit more. D. Anderson, welcome back. We got Colin already. Wessex Dragon in here. VLP also in the house. Grandma B is here. Glad to have all of you on board. Yvonne Kunkel is here. Glad that you're here, Yvonne. William Bull also in the channel. Did I say Sandra Rockland? He's he's a quick escape artist. You must be talking about the one and only, the cookie grabber. Nick Addison also here. Liam Dorsey, welcome back. Joe Sunflower and Silicone Avatar, welcome you guys. Frank McLeod, Billy Bob Joe. Let's see, Deborah also back in the channel. Did I get Kate earlier? Yeah, I think I said Kate already. Siri Costner back again, welcome back. And going up a little bit more to see if I missed any other names. We're starting to get into a lot of repeats up there, so glad that you're all on board though, and wonderful to have all of you here. And we will take a good look at what we had happen during the day. Did I say Sharon Stewart earlier? And okay, I think I did. Sandra Rockland we got before, and going up some more. Let's see who else snuck in. Robert Frary also back in the house. Henry Nelson made it back, and let's see, going up a few more and seeing what else we got. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just about right to the top for what I've seen at the top there. On the bottom again, we got Sherry Lawson, and Kananaskis Country, and Dodgers in the house. Rebecca Patterson, I don't know, did I say your name earlier? Long-haired Lava also in here. Judy L is back, welcome. Mr. Lobo Bob, good to see you. And did I say Kananaskis Country? I might have. Tina Sassy also here, so good to see all of you. And if I did not call your name out, don't be offended. I will try to get you somewhere in between when you make your next comment. Ratchy Rack, welcome back. That kind of rhymes. Super Dave 44 is here. And Super Dave is a cool dude. Super Dave, I hope you've been feeding that little dinosaur. I wonder if it's getting bigger. Travis Smith also in the house, as well as, let's see, I think I got most of you there. All right, I'm going to go back down to the bottom and see what else is being said. So I think we already know who got the cookies, right? Unfortunately, somehow, someway, he got out of all those things that everybody tied him up with, and got away and seemed to get in here just right after I started it. I even posted the link real quick, and he still made it. I have no idea how he did that. Anyway, so Lucas Snow gets the cookies again. We're going to have to work on that guy. I don't know if we're going to have to tie anchors to his ankles or something. I have no idea what we can do. Anyway, while we're looking at the screen, want to run around real quick. So that is the one view, of course, that we've got. And unfortunately, you can see a very, very smoky view, a little bit of light shining through, but it's very, very poor on that particular camera. And that is the RTVC. And of course, this is our TV La Palma. And that one is pretty much no good too. And I think, yeah, that's full screen like that. Or crop screen, I should say. So we can't see too much there, but you know, I did have other things lined up here to kind of recap what we had happen today. So I will throw some videos on here since we are at a good time. So, oh dang, it was starting to make my tummy rumble quake. What? Oh, don't be going quaking yet. You Colin Deadman, I've been talking, I don't know, you have a new amp. Okay, duh. Hope you can hear me now, and hopefully it'll be good. So, Jay Donaldson also just snuck in the house. Good to see you. And anyway, yeah, we don't want to be looking at that screen, so we're going to put it on this video here. There is noise to it, so maybe I should not talk so much. But this was earlier in the day, and this was slightly different angle of view from what the other ones were. I do believe this is a little bit more to the south. Up near the cone is where they're actually filming that from. But that gives you a pretty good idea that this thing is not quiet. It is definitely shooting up a lot of material. Someone was saying when it was doing the very heavy clouds of dust and everything that there was lightning in there again, which is really not a surprise considering you see what it's doing here, only not as much veracity to it. It's basically shooting that lava up and out, and as those things collide, of course, they will turn around and a certain amount of ionization, and they become electrically charged, and once the charge in a certain area builds up too much, spark. You know, you get basically what we call volcanic lightning. Anyhow, so we seen that one, and I thought it was pretty awesome, pretty cool. So let's throw this one on, and here you can see more of that pyroclastic material, as well as this was just a little later in the day, and a slightly different angle, but man, could you see that stuff shooting up. That vent over on the right hand side, again forcing the material up at very, very high speeds. These are the types of events that you could actually see that volcanic lightning happening in, because of the extra material that it's kind of trying to shoot through just over, you know, kind of in the center of the screen. You see a lot more of that dust, so you know there's a lot of material in there that's already been burnt and so on and so forth. Since we have that, the next one is one that's going to allow me to slow down a little bit, and you can enjoy the lava flow, please. And this, of course, happened earlier after it got dark, and this lava flow was just tremendous, and you can see it pouring out of the vent, and it is awesome. So this clip is about 10 minutes long, and we will let it play. So pretty cool. Ez is in the house. Welcome. Let's see, who else snuck in? I got Linda earlier. John Raper just got here. Just a quick pop in and out again to catch up. Aurelio Perez isn't what what I sent. No, this one isn't. This is actually a live capture of what I grabbed, because I didn't want all the other stuff from the other guys on there, so I just grabbed it myself. So it is pretty good. And OFU Lux from Luxembourg, welcome. Glad you have you on board. Ronnie Rhino also snuck in the door. Welcome, Ronnie. Did I say your name? Lisa P. Frampton also here. I've been watching the whole time. Lisa, you are more than welcome to do so. Windy C also snuck in the door. Or did you blow in? Get it? Blow in? Never mind. Mark La Barbecue, welcome back, and what's cooking? Rose, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And good to see all of you. And okay, she was, but what more pressure now because the few tubes are blocked. Okay. It's a more explosive eruption. And that's what I actually missed. Somebody was saying that some of it was going to be a little bit more explosive. I could not find where it was, doing any kind of blasting as per se, but we certainly did see what I just showed there with the high volume output, very high pressure, and it just going like crazy. So that is pretty darn interesting. But the amount of lava that's being poured out right now is just absolutely awesome. And we will see that material heading down the hill. It may take a couple hours to get all the way down, but wow, it is. It's been a while, Dr. Fox. I've been catching your cast after finished. And still liking. Thanks, Tropic Pose. Appreciate that. Ron Davidson, love what I am watching, and glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, it is pretty cool. So, and this is actually captured from earlier. So this is about an hour and a half old or so, if not a little bit more. So this is not, in fact, right live, but it was captured live about an hour and a half ago, and we brought it along. So all good. And let's see, Rock Art Recording Studio, welcome. Bloxy Man 22 also back in the house. And yeah, Lisa, I did watch it live. Actually, no, I didn't. I watched the recording, and just after it happened. I was wondering, why is it there? So I had to back up a little bit to see exactly what was going on, but I did watch part of it live, put it that way. So pretty awesome to watch and witness, and it really, really is pouring out of there. That is, to me, it's really an awesome show. And of course, you can still see the vents up top are still pushing out under that thrusting pulse that it continues to, be our fire fountain, if you will. But I do want you to note in the front here, that lower vent where all that lava is pouring out, that's actually two vents in there. So you can see the one that's the higher geyser, but you see the smaller one over on the right hand side that only pushes a little bit of the geyser style bubbles up there once in a while. And again, I'm not sure of how that plumbing is set up in there, whether we have a feed from the very top cone coming down into that, and it could be what that is. I had from RTVC. Yeah, I think this is actually RTVC. But I did actually capture all about 10 minutes of it, Aurelio. So it was pretty good. yeah, the other one that I think you had there also had there was some other banners around the outsides, and I didn't want to kind of intrude upon those others. I thought this was a much cleaner look. So, but I do thank you for your sending that, Aurelio. That's actually what kind of helped me out to get to it, right? Is when you did that. So thank you. Splish Splash, yes, it is. It is definitely doing a wonderful job at pouring out of there like crazy. And that is the one thing that we do see with this. Now, with the extra lava flow, like I say, that lava, if it is moving down the hill at a reasonable rate, it may take 2 or 3 hours before that higher volume makes it to the coastline, but we will see that making it there. Now, whether it continues to flow down the existing lava channels and tubes, or whether it chooses new ones because of the volume overflowing the existing ones, that is something that we haven't been able to see yet, and we're hoping that we will. I do know that in the other stream that we were watching from RTVE, or is it? Yeah. Anyway, those fires that we seen, and we're going to look at those too. They were pretty intense, and I kind of want to go searching for them on the map here to see where exactly that flow is. But that flow may be partially a result of what's happening here. And whenever we get a real heavy push like this, it always kind of worries me, is this lava going to, like I said before, overflow the existing channels that it's been flowing in and start creating more damage elsewhere, especially if it was flowing to the north, as an example. And we really don't want to see it hitting more of La Laguna, or even heading over to anywhere near Tazacorte, or what's the other one there? Los Llanos. So we don't want to see any of that getting affected in that respect, of course, because that would mean more damage. They've had enough damage there. So, but the one thing I kind of look at when I see this, I don't know, for those people who were with me and watching when we were watching the end stages of what was happening at our Ragnar, and near the end we had some very, very extreme lava eruptions, and we did also have a few extra earthquakes and things like that. So I'm kind of wondering, is this kind of dumping the tank out? Okay, and I think that was it for that one. And or is it? Let me double check. Yeah, it reset itself. So let's get back to the real McCoy, see if we can see anything. Not much there. This one here is still showing everything up on the hill that is on fire. Now, while we're here, yeah, I might as well go back on that one and kind of back it up a little bit. Let's see, how far do we need to go? Let's get back a ways. Yeah, so somewhere right around here is when they moved the camera, and that was about an hour and a half ago. And this is when they zoomed in on the affected area where you can see the fires, and you can see the shoreline out in front. So this is fairly close to the shore already. But you can see that once you get focus, you can see it's almost like it's just pouring right through those buildings, and you can see that lava just, it looks like it's flowing like water, really, in there. But you take a look at the height behind it. You take a look at the height of the actual lava flows, and you know, you can see the tops over here, and you can even see light up here. So that's a pretty big wall of lava coming at you, you know, and then back here it slopes down a little bit, but that's higher than those buildings are, and if that lava continues to push, it is just going to push right through those. But that is actually pretty awesome to see how that material is flowing, and it really it's unfortunate that we're seeing more destruction of buildings, but at least this is not new areas. This is kind of maintaining within the old areas. Doc's artwork is getting very good. Thank you, C&D boy. Holy moly, Batman, that's horrible. And it is. It is definitely horrible, Juliet. It's adding to more damages, you know, more farms or plantations are being destroyed, as well as more homes. And it's just not really a good thing. I do believe that area affected, though, is, and I'm going to get on the map here, and I am, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, so if I don't have it right, don't panic. I'm thinking it is in here, somewhere in this area, is where I'm thinking that we're seeing, right in here, because we see the smaller buildings. And then I thought it was this area that was being burnt through. I could be wrong. It could be over here in this area. So either or, the camera is angled towards this area, and I thought we seen the La Laguna, Mount La Laguna on the side there. But anyway, we'll go back to that. Again, like I say, I'm not 100% sure of where that structure actually is located, but that's what it appeared to me as. But again, like I say, I'm not 100% sure, so if anybody else has a correction, I'm all more than willing to accept whatever you got. Sherry Lawson, so Dr. Fox, do you think it's from the collapse or just increase of material? I believe, well, okay, Sherry, let's put it this way. You've got your bulldozer blade is down, and it's moving forward very slowly. And then you decide to pour in a bunch of horsepower in the back end, and it's going to start pushing that bulldozer blade forward. Well, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go forward, and this is where they zoomed out a little bit. You could see a little bit more, but they tried to stay pretty focused on this. This, in all likelihood, is as of a result of the earthquakes recently, and yes, that's. Oh, I got some drop streams. I wonder what's going on. Okay, dropped. My bit rate dropped down a little bit here, so sorry if it's buffering, but not much I can do for right now. And no, it's back up to where it should be. It just did a little drop. Anyhow, yeah, this stuff just keeps on going. Buffering here too. Hope that should stop now. We're back up to snuff. So if 350 earthquakes in the last 24 hours is about right, so that is telling us something very cool and very interesting, that this thing is changing again, or continuing to change. Now, remember what I just finished saying. You know, we remember watching Iceland, Ragnar, near the end. It had some very, very ferocious eruptions, like the lava just spilling out over the edges of the cone and doing its thing. And then soon after it died. Now, I'm not equating the two as being the same, since completely different systems, but that is something that could very easily happen here as well. So again, we're going to keep an eye on it, of course, and we're going to keep continuing to cover what we can when we can on the beautiful volcano and the flow. So Bradley Birch also popped in, and Randa, welcome back. Irish Images Film, welcome. Terra GC. Seriously, that's crazy on the amount of earthquakes. Yes, and we will go look at those, I think, after the break. For right now, we'll leave it here and kind of continue to watch this till we update it a little bit. I don't know if they've moved it away from there, but it is pretty awesome to see. Unfortunately, it does have its detrimental values to it, where people are losing their farms, their livelihood, their businesses, and their homes, right? So it's a difficult thing for a lot of people. It's really a sorrowful moment when we see that, but it is pretty nasty. Every volcano is different, and that's two different systems. It could happen that we'll have an abrupt end. Okay, so it could happen as a very abrupt end. But again, it's hard to say. Like you said, Yvonne, we could, right? But then again, we may not. We may get a gradual decrease, but it's very, very difficult to say at this point in time. You know, as long as we see this thing doing what it did, the amount of earthquakes is kind of a concern. You know, is it reloading, or is what's happening down below basically emptied out caverns and things collapsing? Or, you know, we've seen that major uptick yesterday in, 200 and plus in the 24 hours there yesterday, which was 3, 4 to 5 times as many as what we had the day before. So when you look at that difference, you got to go, okay, well, what's changing down there? Something's happening down on the bottom, and it's pretty nasty. So it's like watching a car wreck. You just can't look away. And as you're absolutely right, it is hypnotic. Volcanoes can be very hypnotic as well. So lava flows, definitely. And unfortunately, your analogy is very correct. It is like a car wreck, and you just can't look away. Blue Moon in here. Record amount of earthquakes for this eruption. Patrick McNutty also in the channel. Welcome. Daily, I don't know if I mentioned you earlier. Welcome. Dave, what is it? Bachelor, I hope I said that right. Are there, things popped up here. Are there earthquakes under the active lava or active area of lava? They are there, but I'll kind of try to explain that a little bit to you. Dominic throws in a $10 super chat. Awesome. Thank you for the support, Dominic. And for those who are in here, you will not see any commercials on the stream. And if you do happen to see one, please let me know. And the only support I do get is those good people like Dominic who throw in a super chat now and again. And it does certainly help out. Okay, we are coming up on break time here. And Kate's already telling me 5-minute warning. And it is getting up there. I got to figure out how come this thing is 2 minutes off of what my computer time is, and mine is synced to the worldwide YouTube / Google time clock. Yet YouTube is off just a little bit. So one fish, full moon and eclipse tonight. Yes, for those moon lovers, depending on where you are. I don't know if I can see the eclipse. I never even checked if I could. Evie says, "Good evening, Dr. Fox, and all the loungers." And welcome, Evie. Glad to have you on board. Sandra Rockland, do you think they worry about tunnels with all the earthquakes? You know, I don't know what they're worried about if they're over there considering what's going on with the tunnels. The one thing I do have to suggest, you know, the tunnels are built to take a certain amount of, you know, movement, the way they're built or constructed. But, you know, if they had bigger ones that were up in the mid 5s to 6 plus range, I would be very, very concerned about the earthquakes. If you were using those tunnels as a regular transport. But then again, even a number of 4 magnitude style earthquakes, repeated ones, will start to stress certain areas, and it will, you know, make you think, hey, is this going to end up breaking or not, right? Anyway, Yvonne Kunkel, Dr. Fox, it can mean both emptying magma chambers or more materials pushing into them. It also can mean that either the eruption is coming to an end or new materials pushing up. And right now I think it is the latter. And of course, new material pushing up is kind of evident in that sense, but yeah. So the plumbing definitely has altered down below, and pretty cool. The eclipse will start 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Mountain Time. Thank you, Paul, and I don't know if I'm going to be awake for that. And it's going to be action-packed timing here, I guess. Robert Dowdy, also in the channel, welcome, as well as Paul. And let's see, I think I got most of you now. Grandma B, hopefully I got you earlier there. Okay, Poppy Ichiban, hello, okay, welcome. And anyway, for those who are joining us, if you're liking what you're seeing so far on the screen today, and it has been a very interesting first half hour, I'll tell you. Lots of lava and everything. If you like that stuff, please don't forget to hit that like button. I see we're at 148. We got 278 people in the stream. Please, if you haven't hit it yet and you're enjoying this, by all means, let's get it up there and see if we can get the YouTube analytics working for this stream. And anyway, for those who are new and have not yet subscribed, please do consider that. If we've made a good impression on you and you like what you're seeing, you want to see more of it, of course. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you get notified when we do go live. And on that note, information down below in the description will tell you the times. And of course, we do also have different keywords in there for bringing up things like the La Palma 3D map, the links for those, La Palma 3D, La Palma earthquakes would be La Palma EQ or La Palma EQ2. And we'll throw some other ones out there later on in life for other areas when we go to have a look at Hawaii as well as Iceland, and sneak over to Etna for a couple of quick shots. So on that note, I am your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Please don't go away, and I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've turned the microphone back on. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And presently we are watching the flow of lava coming down from Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma on the Canary Islands. And of course it is progressing down the hill, and it's doing some more destruction of some buildings there. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure where it's actually at, but when we look at the map here, if we kind of pop in and click on that one, so I'm kind of guessing that it's right in this area here, but I may be wrong, and I'm thinking it's these houses and this material here that's being destroyed right now. Things have changed quite a bit. We do know that this was lower land, that they could the lava flow could have still gone through. So what we were watching, of course, this is a little while back, on that particular stream. If we go back to it, I can kind of give you a little, that's an hour and a half ago. So that hour and a half ago would have been just probably an hour after our main push that started happening out of the volcano, and we did watch that earlier. Do you have a cam there? No, LR, I do not, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I don't. Let's see, Alpine Glow. Actually, yeah, we have a glow, but that's on the other one here. And that's what that glow looks like, a really reddish glow. I'm not sure what to make of it. And the other one is kind of spooky looking, and that's what is that from? I don't even know which one that is. Hang on. That one, yeah, that one is RTVC, the RTVC feed. The one that we are watching here, and this is the RTVE feed. So that's the difference between the two. And of course the La Palma TV does seem to be stuck. I'm not sure what all is going on there. How is your weather? Did you get that rain? Rain? We never got rain. We got snow. Yeah, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I am, yeah, we had snow a couple days ago, right? But we did not get rain. And they did not get, I don't know how much rain they got this morning in La Palma. I don't know if they had very much at all. When we went back looking at what the cloud situation was, unfortunately, that observatory camera that we were hoping would be back on by now still hasn't been put back on, and that's the one that I kind of use to judge what the weather's doing over there, other than the weather map. So it is kind of up in the air. I don't know, because I work during the day, so I don't have time to sit here and babysit everything at the volcano and see what it's doing. And hopefully they did not get too much rain there, if anything at all, just enough to put a little crust on top of the lava, or the dust, and it helps to keep that dust down. If it gets too wet, of course, that then creates lava ash slides and so on, and it's really detrimental to the society there. So anyway, I see Paulzilla is bringing up the La Palma EQ2 map and La Palma 3D map and La Palma Earthquake map. While this thing is out of focus, we will go over to our 3D maps, and we will have a look. So this one, of course, this is what we were looking at earlier. to get kind of an idea of where that lava is flowing. And first off, if we can turn it, we'll turn it this way completely here and back out a little bit. Whoop, too far. There we go. So that's all of La Palma there, and of course the capital is over here on this side, Santa Cruz de La Palma, and over on the western side of the ridge is where our volcano resides. These are the little yellow dots are the vents, and that helps you out. And right now we're seeing massive flows, and I don't know if these flows are the ones depicted from today, but we do see quite a bit active there, and we've seen some of that up to this point. So around here somewhere it seems to be getting submerged, and then probably we have some of that flow here, and I'm thinking that it could very well be in here pushing and ruining these areas in here. So if that's what's happening, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and Olink throws in the €5 super chat. Thank you very much, and that is awesome. Really do appreciate the support, and thank you kindly for that. And anyway, zooming out a little bit, so yeah, for the most part you can kind of see the lava rivers, and indeed it has flowed out quite a bit, right? So that front area is where we're seeing it. They're trying to get a little bit more detail in here, I think, and it is starting to work. But you can see that, you know, all of a sudden it disappears here and then pops out here. We have lava tubes all over the place, which is really interesting, and you can be assured that the rest of this lava field will have very similar structure to it, especially when we get the surging happening in the lava streams. Like right in this area as an example, this came up on the surface, but you take a look here and you don't see anything coming into it, but you do see the vents coming out of it, or the tubes. So it's definitely there, right? So they got 0.02 inches of rain today, Dr. Fox. Thank you, Jeff Burke. And I'm not sure how much that equates to in millimeters, but 0.02, it's not a heck of a lot, but it's still enough to do its thing. So let's see. All right, so anyway, backing out of that a little bit, and again, these lava flows, if it did go that way, that would definitely affect what's going on there. This is another one that, you know, just out of the blue, all of a sudden you see it popping out, and you know, you don't see any feeder to it. Well, you kind of see where it might have been, right? But you also see here that all of a sudden this lava disappears, and then we see lava appearing here again. And this is a fairly heavy and deep flow right in that area, so it kind of makes you wonder what's going on. Anyway, let's pop over to one of the other maps. This one here, of course, is the lava flow over the last few days. I don't know if they've updated this one or not to include today. Probably not, but this shows you the date down on the bottom, and as the progression of time goes by, you can see how the lava field expanded, and definitely creating more and more and more lava. And we're actually a little bit high there. Okay, so you can see it all pouring out. And the area of interest for me right now, in addition to that area that's on fire and being overrun by the lava, is of course the area down. I don't know if my mouse is even showing on this one. Hang on, is it? I don't think it is. Let's go here and see if my mouse, oh yeah, there, right down in here. So this area is kind of what I'm wondering what's going to happen in the future we know the lighthouse is out here somewhere, and hopefully it's not going to be inundated by lava. Hope it decides to continue to build its peninsula here, and that would be pretty awesome. Moving over to our earthquakes, and I probably will have to refresh that one, and let me click the right map here. Got quite a few things open, so we need to which one do I want? Where is it? There it is. I'm actually going to refresh this because yeah, you'll get a white screen for a second. Sorry about that, but I want to make sure that we're up to date, and that we can turn around and see what is going on there. And yes, we have a bunch more. Ooh, we have an interesting one out here, a 3.3, just not too far away from Gran Canaria. So that's a fresh one anyway. So anyway, zooming in on La Palma a little bit more, and you can kind of see a lot of that. The bigger ones seem to be over on the eastern side, and again, this is kind of, I'm kind of thinking about where the chambers are, and I believe the chambers are probably underneath in here somewhere, and the tubes are coming up underneath, and somewhere around 13-14 kilometers they're coming up and starting to move to the north. I'm just saying, don't know for sure, right? Anyway, hey, Siggy is in the house. Welcome, Siggy. Glad to have you on board. Siggy is from Iceland, for those of you who are new and don't know. Well, he was originally from Iceland. He's now in Texas. But he's a heck of a good guy, and we will get over to Iceland and Ragnar in a short period here. Anyway, I wanted to slide down, and we wanted to look at the number of earthquakes that we've had here. And it's actually not that many today as in comparison to yesterday. Yesterday we had a very, very large amount of earthquakes. And when we're looking today, I think we're probably a few less than what we had from yesterday. So this is where it starts, right after the 4.3, then was still on the yesterday's clock. Today's clock starts here at this 2.6 and works its way up. And I don't know, but I think we had, yeah, I think we had three 4.4 and higher magnitude quakes. There was one already there, and just going up, scrolling up a little bit. At least it's not quite as long as yesterday. There was one 3.9. So let's have a look at the other map just to kind of confirm that, and we'll get over on this one. And I may have to refresh that one as well. Actually, yeah, I will. I refreshed it earlier, but because there are always new earthquakes happening, I want to, again, be kind of consistent and sure with what I'm presenting. So hopefully you guys will understand that when I do the refresh on the screen. It's not trying to be rude or anything like that. Anyway, let's look at what was 5 or higher in the last 24 hours. We have nothing. We'll zoom in a little bit. 4 and higher, we only see the one, and that was 4.4 and 23 hours ago. So, and that definitely has calmed down in comparison to what we had yesterday. And again, this is at 34 kilometers down, and looks pretty cool that way. And once we get into the threes, we did have a lot more threes in here, some of them 3.9, very close to that line. 31 kilometers down gives you a good idea. This one 3.4, 35 kilometers down, you know, these are all seemingly to be in what we're calling the lower playground, 40 kilometers down, 38. So there is definitely something going on way down in the abyss of the lower ends of what's going on. So don't know what it is, but they're all there. So everything that's 3 is kind of 3 or higher. They are down. This one is up a little bit higher. This is only at 11 kilometers down. So that does tell you that, yeah, some of them aren't quite as deep. And if we zoom in a little bit more, we can kind of get more hits here to make sure, yeah, the other one. So we got the one group that's really far down and the other group that's between about 10 and 15 kilometers down. Pretty awesome still. And yeah, 11 kilometers. That seems to be where most of them are. So for the more shallow ones, once we go over to the 2s, those are spotted all over the place. Those we expect to be up higher, although there's one that's 37 kilometers down. 2.4, again, 34 kilometers down. So we do have some odd things happening there. And this one's closer to our volcano, and that's a 2.5, again, 34 kilometers down. Now, someone was asking, is that lava coming from right down in straight underneath the volcano? I'm thinking the piping is coming from over here somewhere and heading up in this direction. So it may be the lava chambers are over in this area feeding it there. Again, a little bit of uncertainty there because, of course, we cannot go have a physical look, and that kind of does that. Anyway, I'm looking at it. We got about 2-minute warning here. Do these earthquakes compare to just before the eruption? Volcano Junkie, some of them, yes. But the thing that was significant was yesterday we had over 300 earthquakes, ranging from 2 on up to almost 5, or I think there were a couple of 5.0s, and those kind of preceded this, because every time you see something happening here earthquake wise, there is a time delay in the reaction of what you see coming out of the volcano. So that material has to travel upwards for a distance. So we got to kind of wonder, you know, what pipes are being used, that kind of thing, and how long is it taking to actually get up there. But we did notice the uptick in the volcano activity this afternoon. So it is pretty awesome, pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to throw it back on the other camera here. Actually, this one is still set back a few hours, an hour and a half. I'm actually going to push that one onto live right now. We'll see what it looks like. And hopefully, yeah, it's really not that much different. That lava has progressed through, and it now appears that it is just a lava flow coming right through those buildings. And I'm going to leave it here since the other views are not that great. That one is gone, and this one is all blurry. So we'll see what we can come up with, and I'll leave it right here for now. Please don't go away. Actually, let's see. For those who haven't hit that like button yet, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. It really does help out with the YouTube analytics, and we want to continue to grow the stream, of course. So if you haven't done it yet, would be really nice if you could. Also, if you're new to the stream and you have not yet subscribed and you like what you're seeing, again, hit that subscribe button, and please consider hitting the bell notification. That way you get notified when the stream comes live. Also, for those who are new and need to know the times of the streams, down in the description, they are written down in there fairly easily to see, as well as other good information that we have down there, and that includes links to various 3D maps and so on. and or at least the keywords to get them to come up on the screen. So I'm going to leave it right here for right now. Keep smiling, everyone. Be good. And I am going to go have myself a Pepsi break. So don't go away. When we come back from the break, we will look at our bacon seed. Notice I said bacon seed as in singular. And I think it's worthy of only having the one right now. So we will do that, and then also we will head over to Iceland after, as well as take a look at what's happening in Hawaii. And I did have a small peek at Etna today, so we have a couple of shots of Etna as well that we can throw in there. And on that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, going for a break. Don't go away. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and welcome to those who are new, and I'm back to all those who stuck around. So I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are watching the second hour of our Volcano Eruption live stream. A wonderful group of people, 240 of you in the stream right now watching, which is absolutely great. I see we got 243 likes, and hopefully we'll be able to push that up over 300 today. And Dr. Fox, 0.02 inches of rain equals 0.508 millimeters. Okay, so basically a half a millimeter. No, is it? Yeah, half a millimeter. That's like. That's just very little. Anyway, I don't know if that came in big drops or little drops, but thanks, Jeff Burke. Appreciate that number. And let's see, Fritz, welcome. Div Millen also here. Jane Binch, Barbarian, who's back on his keyboard. And I think Anita is also here. Volcano Junkie, we got you earlier there, so all good. And glad Siggy is on board. Always nice to have Siggy here. And let's see, did I miss anyone else other than Kim Raudenbush, who I purposely avoided? Ha! I'm kidding, Kim. And no, you did miss all the good stuff. That even Siggy missed the really good stuff. But we'll show a little bit of that again, so I'm not going to worry about that because it was very good viewing, and we want to really make sure that you do get a chance to see it. But as I said, I was going to show our bacon seed of the day, and it is only one bacon seed that I'm going to show, since it is appropriate for our environment right now, and I am going to do that. So that's my environment here, okay, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, keep smiling, everyone, and yeah, awe is absolutely okay in the channel or in the chat. That is a cute looking little spotted pig, and apparently he said he's willing to invite BB in if she can get her ears in there. So it is our bacon seed of the day, and a very Christmassy looking kind of picture. Yeah, it's a snow piggy. Rick also here. Welcome. And yeah, he's got to turn that Icelandic stove on. Rick. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I want a copy of that picture. Well, Lisa, can you do a screenshot? I'll leave it there for a minute. Put it on full screen, do a screenshot, and then I don't know if you know how to do that. Put the thing on full screen, your YouTube, and then push your Control and Alt down, and then hit your print screen button while you're doing that, and then you can go into that wonderful little teardrop thing that they call Paint 3D. Once you open that up, you can click on New, and then right click in there and select your crop option, and you can crop it accordingly and get rid of the black on the sides. And then you can go back to Save As, and away you go. You can save it as Christmas Piggy or whatever you want to do. Hopefully that works for you. Bit-rot, Dr. Fox? Bit-rot. Bit-rot? No, there's no bit-rot. Anyway, all right, so looking at that, that's a beautiful little piggy. So utterly lost you. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that with easy peasy, as Mona says. Yes, it is actually fairly easy. That worked. Thanks so much. Okay, Lisa, glad that you were able to do that. And bunny alert. That's all. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go say hi to a bunny. Don't go anywhere. That's the second bunny tonight. Yeah, can't tell who that actually is, but it's great to have a wascally wabbit there. And yeah, I didn't turn that button off, so hit window button type, what? Type snip? Oh. Hit the Windows button and type snip. I've never tried that before, Barbarian. And the window button and type snip. Ha! That might be a new thing to try. Anyhow, I did say that I wanted to take you off to our wonderful Iceland, and I just want to line things up there so we can actually see. And right now, of course, it's dark, so let's see if we get it back to a time when it's not cloudy. That would be good too. So here we go, off to Iceland, and you can kind of sort of see the lights out there at the Keflavik airport in the distance, and this is not a very good view, so we will bring it back a bunch more hours, and that is 11 hours 23 minutes ago, and you can see what it's doing. Smoking a little bit, but we seem to be getting a lot of steam from behind. One of the things I noticed here is, if you're looking at the picture here, you see out in the front here the snow is starting to sit on the lava, and that's telling me that the edges there are starting to cool off. So that is interesting. If we go back a little bit further, I think we could see more of that snow. And yeah, there we go. That gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. And of course, the deeper part of Geldingadarler is over there, which was going to stay hot for many, many years to come. So very interesting. And this picture, you can still see quite a bit of smoke coming out of the cone itself. Give me a half a sec here. Okay, so yeah, as I say, the cone is still smoking a bit, so we don't know what's going on in there, but anyway, I did refresh this earlier, but I think I probably need to do it again to get right back up to accurate time right now, and it only takes a second or two. So there you go. Where my mouse is here. Yeah, you see these spikes coming up here, these taller ones. Okay, those were earthquakes that we were seeing yesterday in the area. There's a whole bunch of them, and there's a few smaller ones as well. But again, our trend is downward, unfortunately for all concerned. Nothing we can do about it, but that is what's going on there right now. Little less activity. When we move over, I'm going to redo that one before I do that. I did forget to do that earlier, so copy, and then I will make it work, and we'll get a fresh a map for our earthquakes, and this way we'll be up to date again. And let's see if I pull that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we did have some earthquake activity. Wrong one. There we go. And of course, there's all of Iceland right in there. And we see that the activity out further in the water has kind of subsided. But we do have some bigger fresh ones right around here, as well as in the other areas. There's Hekla, a little bit more there. We don't see anything new and red up in that area, but we'll start zooming in this area. And this guy here, of course, is Askja. And I don't see anything new here in Askja. It's all old material. Again, this was old from, I do believe, yesterday, 17th, 2.1. And there might be one or two little ones in here that are from the 18th, 1.1 from the 18th in here. So not a heck of a lot of activity at that part of Iceland. So this is pretty quiet. When we move over onto the ice fields, again, fairly quiet. And I think we might have had, this might be new, or that might be yesterday's. No, that is new. A 1 on the 1M there, so 5 kilometers down. Nothing too serious, and this is all old stuff over here. Ooh, what was that noise? That was an interesting sound. Where the heck did that come from? Sounded like something blew up. Okay, I don't see anything on either one of the other two live feeds, so not sure. Maybe we'll figure it out. Or lightning, yes. Thunder. Could have been, thunder snow? No thunder snow. It was at La Palma, yeah. A La Palma storm, okay. We'll take a look at that right away when we get back there. And for now, we're going to continue with Iceland, though, because that's where we are at. And so wanted to zoom out. And, of course, so we get into the area of Hekla, and we do have a few that are brand new and much bigger. 3.8 on that one. Happened at 1321. 8 kilometers down, though. That's quite a ways down. This one again, 8 kilometers down, 2.4, 3 p.m. roughly. This other one in here, 1:30 roughly. Again, 8 kilometers down, 3.2. So they are sizable. 11:40 a.m., 8 kilometers down, 3.3. And then we've got some smaller ones, 2.1, again, somewhere around 1:23 p.m. So gives you an idea anyway of when that was happening. That one was from yesterday. These other ones here, 14:14, so 2, basically quarter after 2, 9 kilometers down, 1.6. So we do have some activity in that area. Definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. And as we slide over a little bit more towards the Reykjanes Peninsula, which is this area here, we do see this little group, and I'm not sure what's out there. Our Iceland people, what is right in this area? That happened today, 1.87 kilometers down. Is there a volcano there that we know of? It's a whole swarm. Look at them all. It's swarmed. It's swarmed, I tell you. 3.3 at 1:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning, a 3.3 again, 7 clicks down. So these are all in that same time zone. Siggy says there's nothing there. Siggy, yeah, there's nothing there yet. You wait. Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll have something there. It'll be Siggy's Mountain, or something like that. Anyway, a whole bunch, and that is a little bit odd because we're right in what I would think would be an old lava flow or plateau. I see this could have been a volcano here, but I don't know what else was right around here. This was likely a volcano of some sort. This may have been something as well, or a depression, but we do see ridges here, so uplifted area here. This could be, just looking at it, that could be an old shield volcano in here. Looking at the size of it, not 100% sure, but nevertheless, a lot of interesting activity right there. And again, it's not where Hekla is. Hekla is over here, right? So this is in the Reykjanes area, and not too far away from the capital as well. This is Reykjavik, the capital, right here. This is Keflavik, the international airport and army base and all that. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see Grindavik, and you can see here is the Blue Lagoon and the parking lot. And if we zoom in a little bit more, you can see the power plant and the buildings and so on. So gives you a little bit more of an idea of what's going on there. We did have some activity right around here, which again is odd. That was a 2.9 from late yesterday at 2011. I don't know if this is the same thing, or yeah, from 19, so about what is it, 8 p.m. Yesterday, 5 kilometers down, 2.2. And then I'm assuming that these guys are probably from yesterday as well. Yeah, they are. And that was at 11:30 p.m. and a 1.4, 2 kilometers down. Not too far away from Grindavik. And anyway, the volcano we were just looking at there, as far as the one that's just smoking a bit, is sitting right about here. And of course, the view we were looking kind of sort of in that direction. So that's where that volcano is. This is Geldingadarler and Meradaljar, the valleys, and this is Upper Meradaljar, Nathagi, and Nutkriki. So it kind of gives you the lay of the land real quick. And when we zoom out a little bit more, I see this little guy right on top of the hill. That was today, 6 kilometers down, and it is 1 magnitude, and that happened at about 2 p.m. Today, Iceland time. So pretty interesting there. And yeah, again, these ones here, if we kind of look at what was from today, or these were from yesterday, so these will coincide with those extra spikes that we've seen, and that would make sense. This one here is, yeah, again, yesterday as well. So that does make a little bit of sense as to what's going on when we looked at the other chart. And as I mentioned, these spikes in question here, that would have been those guys right in here. If I go over here, no, I can't do that on this one. Crayons aren't on there, darn it. But yeah, right in there, those would have tripped that meter and caused it to jolt. So pretty cool. Anyway, if you do want to see the earthquake map that we're looking at now, you can type in, or actually Paul just did, Paul Zilla, thank you. He typed in the word earthquake, which gives you the Icelandic earthquake maps. So you guys can play with it there and see what it can do. So right click on it, on the link, and open it in a new tab and bookmark it. That way you always have it, and away you go. And all right, so let's where the heck were we gonna go? I was gonna go to Hawaii, but let's just check on and see what our other stuff is doing. That's still pushing lava. That's of course that lava stream that burnt through a bunch of buildings there, and it is definitely streaming through it, and looks very hot, very gooey, and I wouldn't want to touch it. Anyway, the other view is, yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, almost looks like something like a forest fire or something. Forest fires. All right, I'm gonna put you back here for now. Somebody is saying time, and yeah, we'll do the time. I'm gonna take the break here, and then we will visit Hawaii and have a look at Etna after, and that won't take too long, and then we will recap what we had earlier with that wonderful lava flow that was happening when it did. So on that note, for those who have joined us, if you're liking what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. If you have not hit it yet, I do want to see it get up to 300 tonight. That would really, really be awesome. And for those who are new and have not yet subscribed, consider doing that. Although we do have a very, very high subscriber rate, well over the 50% mark, which is unusual for a lot of streams. And it's good to have. And I really do enjoy having each and every one of you in here. What? Okay, Rick says that was just Siggy stamping on the ground. Oh, that's what made those spikes. Okay, 2-minute warning from Kate, and thank you, Kate. And Colin Taylor is telling me, so get out of here. Okay, so yeah, if you haven't subscribed, do that. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell notification so you don't miss the streams. And you'll find all the info on the stream down below, time-wise, as well as some of the other fantastic shortcuts. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 7,000 kilometers away from Cumbre Vieja volcano. And I am going to take a break. I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and I see a few new names in here. Gren Zed, welcome. Glad to have you back on board. Paisley says, wow, lots of mods with wrenches on this channel. Well, Nightbot is just a script, so you don't need to worry about that. But we do have 3 mods in the chat right now, and Paulzilla, as well as Siggy is actually just leaving, and oh, hang on, we got 4 then. Arizona Snowman, and of course we have Bob, C&D boy. So glad that you're all here though. Welcome, Dream of a Hive. Glad to have you on board as well. And Gene is here. Good evening, Gene. And rain's picking up. What, really buffering now? Oh, you're really buffering now? Maybe your phone doesn't like high humidity, or you have very poor signal. I am going to head out. Okay, Kim, you take care. All the best to you, and stay safe there, my friend. Okay, take care, Siggy. We'll see you, and be good. Sarah Miles also on the channel. Welcome, and good to have you in. Okay, what was I gonna look at? Oh, Peppy is also here. Good evening, Peppy. I was gonna do something here, and I forgot what I was gonna do. It's those darn squirrels that got me all confused. And I think we're gonna just recap what we wanted to look at here earlier. So, in the basic recap, we did watch some very, very heavy lava flow earlier on today, and you know, all of it in general was quite heavy duty. So I just wanted to throw that back on there. And since we're not seeing too much else on the other ones, it should be all right. And this is right at the start when they were panning it over from the lava flow up to where it's coming out of the cone. And again, this is what, 3 hours now? Oh yeah, Hawaii and Etna, that's one. Okay, I'm gonna do Hawaii and Etna. I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry, that's the whole thing. I wanted to do that. I'm gonna pause this, okay? There, how about that? I have the powers to be able to pause a volcano. Isn't that cool? Anyway, yeah, thanks for reminding me, and let's get over to, let's do that one the other way. Is it updated? There we go. All right, so this is Kilauea, and out on Hawaii. Thank you, Paulzilla, for getting me back on track. And there you see it is still raining there lightly. You see some of the extra smoke coming off on the edges, coming out of the crater, if you will. And that kind of gives you the idea of what's going on there. And then if I get over onto the other map, we can look at this, and we will change it to that skinny map. Oop, no, that's the wrong one. What happened here? We want... Oh no, that is the right one. Okay, never mind. Got it fixed. All right, so looking at what we've got here, still, I should back out first so you kind of get your orientation. And Hawaiian Islands, of course. And this is the big island of Hawaii, Oahu here, Maui in the middle, and that kind of thing. So that's what we've got. And then if we zoom in a little bit here, you see this fantastic cluster of earthquakes that's been happening. And everything is still kind of status quo with these. They're about the same depth, still somewhere around that 21 mile mark down, around 31 kilometers or so, if you will. And still all around the same magnitude too. If we go over here though, this is where our Kilauea is actually residing. That cone we just looked at is sitting right there, or the crater, I should say, or depression. And anyway, the reason we bring this map up is you can take a look at what some of these features that the USGS has. Again, you can see what's going on quite easily with the tremor charts that they've got provided, as well as the additional information. When you look at these are 4 different camera shots, gas metering, as well as GPS and tilt meters to indicate if there's anything major happening. So they are definitely monitoring that particular site. Here's a couple more tilt meters on this side, as well as seismometer and gas detection. So gas detection also very close in. So they're doing what they need to, and that gives you the kind of an idea of what's going on there today, which really is you know, the status quo of what it's been doing for a while. But you are welcome to go have a look at that. Again, Hawaii map. We'll get you the link for that. I think I seen it go by there earlier, which is all really, really cool. And, you know, I did download those darn pictures for Etna, but I didn't load them. I got them in the other file. I actually created an Etna folder. So I'm going to put you back here for right now. And while you're doing that, I am going to do split my screens here and load the other 2. And let's see if we shut that off, and then I can do that. Whoop. Got more to shut off, I guess. There we do. Okay, so I'm going to load those up and get those on the screen for you. Okay, volcano stuff, and there's the Etna folder. So I did have, these are just 2 shots here. They're not the spankiest, good-looking ones that we could have out there, but they are all right. And you can see the volcano in the background and stuff. So at least you'll be able to see it, and they're more of interesting pictures anyway. You'll like them. At least I hope you will. And okay, so I'll get those on the screen. And this, of course, is the first one of Etna today. And you can see Etna in the background there, just before the clouds are, it looks like it's just right at the top of the cone. The clouds are starting to build. And you see this other band of funny colors in there. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Must have been raining, guys. Anyway, just happened to capture that, so I thought that was worthwhile sharing this shot. And then, yeah, it is, it's an Etna rainbow, and it's always good. So rainbows are good, but I never found a pot of gold at the end of one yet. And I've been to several ends of rainbows. Anyway, it's awesome. It's cool to see yourself standing in a bunch of colorful rain, but weird bow. Yeah, it's a weird bow. Anyhow, that's the one shot, and of course Etna's other shot is this one, and that's a little bit different, and I thought I'd share that one with you as well. And for those people who aren't quite sure or comfortable with where Etna actually is, and I should have actually pointed that out in the other one as well, but I didn't have my crayons working. So Etna is somewhere in here, okay? And if we actually, let's see, if I click that one off. No, okay, that's the wrong place. I'm in the wrong spot. Exnate that. And okay, let's go back to the other one, and then I can be more sure. There it is. Okay, so if we point it there, then we switch camera views. You can't see it in the dark, but it's there somewhere. So it is Sicily, Italy. Yes, that's where that is, in Sicily. And definitely doing its thing. So, okay, I wanted to go back to that lava flow that we were watching. So, of course, this was that lava flow that we were seeing coming out of Cumbre Vieja about 3.5 hours ago or so, something like that. And it was a pretty awesome show to be able to see that. That's a lot of lava moving very, very quickly. Obviously, something happened with the plumbing. And I'm not 100% sure whether this is just due to all that uptick in tectonic, the tremors that we've been having, like a lot of earthquakes. So I don't know if that's the end result of it, or is this unrelated, and the pipes have now opened up differently inside. So it's really, really hard to say. Again, we are not down in the plumbing, so we can't point to this is what's happening or that's what's happening. We can guess at things. We can build hypotheses of sorts, but we'll never be able to make them turn into true theories that we can repeat. So it is awesome, though, to be able to watch that, and I do like it. And gift wrapped on giving. What? The gift that keeps on giving. Lordy, yes. Shauna Rock, welcome. And it is. It's definitely pouring out of there at a very, very high rate. So as that extra lava all continues to flow down the hill and push up behind the original material that's already sitting there, that's what we were talking about earlier with the that kind of building a push on the old hardened material, and which is really not that hard, but it actually moves it further on and gives it a push. So that's why we've seen the other new areas there burning with the buildings and stuff like that. So yeah, that is a lava fall, and it is very pretty. You gotta admit that looks pretty darn awesome. And you keep watching it. If you look into the dual fall there, you will hypnotize yourself, right? And if you listen to my voice and look into the lava, continue to listen to my voice, and you will be hypnotized. Anyway, all right, I'm going to stop that. I don't want to hypnotize anyone. Hi, Don Bain. Oh, you made it in. Okay, made it back to see the Twin Fall flow again. Magic. Isn't it neat? You can see it over and over. Yeah, it is absolutely incredible to see the way that is flowing out. And, it gives you a whole new perspective on how the lava flows out of a volcano, because that is definitely an awesome scene. Sandra Rockland, wake up! Oh, I've put her to sleep. Oh no, this is horrible. Marilyn, welcome, and I'm hypnotized. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to snap my fingers and you will stop looking at the lava flow. Oh, hang on, I forgot to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, snap out of it, people. Anyway, we got 10 minutes left in our wonderful show here, and I think I am going to let this little snippet play to the end, and that way you guys actually get to see what it looks like. Sandra, did you really jump? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I should have let you sleep. Oh, okay. Robert Furry, you cracked me up, Doc. Oh, right in the kneecap. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Oh, speaking of kneecaps, yeah, we had, let's see if we can get that picture. I'm gonna split this here for a second. I just want to see if I can get that picture back on the same screen here, of Piggy from yesterday. Okay, why is this thing red? Oh, there it goes. We had that one here somewhere. Yep, I found it. Okay, gonna copy that and copy, and we will paste it in there temporarily just for fun, and make it a little smaller and stick it up in the corner. Okay, so yeah, for those who are wondering about Piggy, she did go through her operation, and she is supposed to be coming home on Sunday, and so far everything is looking like that's what's going to happen. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an update anyway. I did see that she was in the other channel during the day here, but we don't know what else is happening with her right now. I think it's just recovery. It has to, after an operation, you need a slow process of recovering properly, right? So hopefully she won't stress herself out, and things will be amending, and pains will be going away and things like that. So we do wish Piggy all the very best. Big Toe, late today. Hi everybody. Yeah, Big Toe, you're lucky. I'm showing that lava flow again. That came from about 3.5 hours ago. Apophis 2029. I did see you had something that you mentioned earlier here, and I was trying to. You said 5.5 quake. I'm going to actually take a look for quakes real quick and see if I can find that. And I'm assuming that was there. Okay. Yeah, glad you're enjoying that. We'll see if we can find that latest one, and that should be well within our last 24-hour period. And yep, and it is showing exactly that. Thank you. Oh, it's only showing a 5 though, not 5.5, and that was about 43 minutes ago. So just to jump off of that for a second, and we will look at where that one is real quick for you guys. So I can't remember. I think it is this map. There it is. Okay, so yeah, you see that single one right there, and 43 minutes ago, and it is a 5 on the scale is what they're showing it here. And it was 37 kilometers down, but they're not showing a 5.5. Maybe they downgraded it or something. They do have a tendency to do that. Oh, okay. Pepe is saying 5.0 or 37 kilometers down. Exactly. Okay. So that's where it is. Not too far away from our volcano. Our volcano's over there, right? So maybe a little bit further, right there. So it's still right on the ridge though, affecting everything. And if you do want to bring up the maps, Paulzilla just brought up the link. You can look at that. It's lapalmaeq, and gave you the link there for. That's not for this map though. This one is EQ2 for that one. Following ing. Okay. Oh, you're following it on Twitter. Cool, Pepe. Excellent. No worries. Okay, so I want to go back to that other video though, and we will continue to watch that if it hasn't gone away completely. No, it hasn't. And I will take Piggy's picture off of there for now. But we do wish Piggy all the best, and hope she has a speedy recovery. So yeah, the amount of lava coming out of there though is just absolutely phenomenal. Waves of lava streaming down, okay, like a water slide. And it is really, that's what it does look like. And I think it's pretty awesome to be able to see that. Like for me, looking at this, I really like this. It really looks neat. But we do have to kind of go, hey, we know what's happening with this lava. It's going down the hill. How much more damage is it going to do? And we've already been seeing the results of this, which is getting pushed down further down and causing more plantations and homes and stuff to be destroyed. So, you know, the cool view does come with consequences, unfortunately. Just hope that nobody else is going to ever get hurt from this, and you know, that everybody stays out of its way and stays safe, and that we don't have any other issues. Having said all that, I do see that we are just about at the end of the stream. We're just about at the end of this little chunk of video as well. And I just want to see that. Yeah, it's 25 seconds left. So it is time for me to start saying good night to everyone. And thank you all for being here. I see that we did get the likes over that 300 mark. That is awesome, you guys. Thank you very much. If you're in here and you haven't hit that like button yet, and you do like seeing all that lava flowing, please do consider hitting the like button if you haven't done so yet. Also, if you are new and you want to see more of these streams, consider subscribing, and that would be awesome too. And as well as okay, that video is over. I switched back to the other flow cam here. We're still not seeing anything else in the other ones. Oh, hang on, that's awful big. What happened here? Let's get rid of that. Okay, the other one is still very much smoky, so we're not seeing anything there. And I want to leave it back on the lava flow for now. So. Okay. Oh, Mars 2028 popped in. Dr. Fox, small explosions continue at Alaska's Pochny. I don't know. And Pavlov volcanoes. Great Sitkins is releasing steam and lava, or yeah, lava dome formation likely continues. Okay, so Sitkins may be the one that's going to pop up there next. That would be interesting. Thanks, Mars 2028, and all good. And for now, we're looking at the end of the stream for today, you guys. I thank all of you for being here today. And also, first off, I got to thank my moderators. Awesome job tonight, guys. Great that you are here, and really do appreciate you all being here. So, all good. And thank you to each and every one of the people participating tonight, even the ones in the background lurking. And you guys are all awesome, and of course without you we wouldn't have a stream. So pretty cool that way. Also want to say thank you to the super chatters. Really do appreciate the support. And on that friendly note, I think we're going to get right down to the nitty-gritty and wrap it up here. And take care, everyone, and make sure that you tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.